This is tarot for the Gemini Magician. It's for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. If you like this reading, if you want to book me to do your readings, contact me on Instagram. Please and thank you. I'm going to shuffle these in 1 second. You got this crystal card here, Gemini. I'll show it to you. Read it to you. This is Andarian Brilliant Yellow. It says, my essence brings in a greater bandwidth and frequency of a higher light, wisdom, truth, knowledge, and understanding. I expand consciousness, and as this occurs for you, new awareness and perspectives will be yours, leading you towards liberation and total freedom. I will open, clear, balance, and align your will center so that you may stand in your power and make clear decisions. My energy radiates the warmth of the sun, illuminating your light body, auric field, and chakra system. I bring you into the now moment, where anything is possible. Be open to the infinite possibilities and probabilities that exist for you. And I know we're all looking forward to the summer. Let the sun do the work, right? At the end of this read, spin the Wheel of Fortune. I'm going to start my timer. All right. Tarot for Gemini Magicians. Sun, Moon, and Rising, please and thank you. Please and thank you. Let's begin. Gemini. Eight of Cups, stagnant situation. Causing a lot of suffering, humiliation. It was a destructive build. It was a destructive creation. There was a lot of indecision here for you, Gemini. The things that you were creating were based on indecision here. But you had faithful clarity on the end game here. You knew what you were playing for, or you were faithful and clearly married, or you were faithful and clearly involved in something long-term. Why were you indecisive? You walked away from something where you were suffering or humiliated. There was lies, manipulation, maybe, indecision. You couldn't create what you needed to there. You couldn't get your matrix up. No, because there was too much... there was actually some kind of clarity and faithful long-term thing here as well. And so any indecision was going to run right up against all this. See, this is a lot. That's a brick wall of reality right there. That might be transcendent. That you might have had a relationship here that transcended the levels, or a life path that was set in stone, literally. Because it looks like you were faithful and honest, holding yourself back for a long time. And as you reflected on your past dreams here, Gemini, as you reflected on past relationships or past dreams or work goals, something that made you happy in the past, that was the key for you. You realized that you have been foolishly waiting around here for something old to return. Maybe something old now is clearly in a new direction or at a new level, or it hit a plane now it was unreachable. More, please. Trying everything. Getting nowhere. Gemini, this ain't you. It might be your counterpart. I'm not sure which way it's going. Okay. All right. Trying everything here with a Queen of Discs, a mom, a wife. Heartbroken. Heartbroken, maybe legal issues, maybe fighting, maybe just a full stop. Girlfriend. Okay. Okay, so Gemini, you might be a wife and a girlfriend here at the same time. This would have been clearly you're faithful to your marriage here, Gemini, if that's the case. And this situation would have been indecisive, disloyal, destructive. You would have felt good, but not gotten anything out of it. It looks like it did end whatever kind of disappointment you had, but yeah, you got a lot of conflict here. A lot of conflict there, Gemini. This is all in the past. Something else has happened. We're getting there. We're getting to your present here. Feeling like love is fall. Oh, okay. Gemini. There's some kind of emotional download here. Almost like a mushroom cloud of heart-based information coming through to you. You might have been fighting against this. This was making you feel imbalanced. You needed to adjust, but you didn't know how. This is this can drive you crazy. This can shatter your reality when it comes in. When it comes in like this, it doesn't really, it feels good, but you don't know about it. You're not sure about it. And it looks like, it was unfair. It may have been out of control. You may have gotten an emotional download about an unfair situation with a divine masculine, a boss, a husband. An old male archetype that's been out of control in your creations for a long time. If you keep running into this energy, you're creating him. You know that, right? So it looks like it looks like this revolutionized your vision because it was very imbalanced, and he probably kept coming back around, maybe at work, maybe in your male friends or your male associates here. That transformed here. You maybe ended well, he may have tried to apologize and transform the situation. You may have understood that false emotions had you feeling out of control and stuck in your abundance planning here, and you needed to transform that. You may have apologized to someone or started new love. It wasn't balanced again, though. You got a lot of cards here of imbalance and indecision. You have a passion here, Gemini, but it's not, passion for brains. Here we go. We're getting here. All right. Someone else may have walked away from an out-of-control situation and made a new offer here. It seems imbalanced to you. It seems like it's all passion, one-sided passion. There's a young lady here who's in a commitment. She's very smart. She's a young energy. She's learned. She's a good educator. She's on a long career path here. It's been petty, though. It's been a petty build. Again, a lot of indications here of being unable to actually build on. Yeah, feeling restricted, feeling lazy and impatient all at the same time. Again, Gemini, this might not be you. This might be the person you're with. There's a feeling here of having to self-restrict passion. Maybe someone had to restrict their, I call this the layup girl. She has sex for drugs. She's depressed. You may have had to rein in this inclination in yourself. This is also like a throwaway job, but you stay there for like 5 years. You give up your life for little. Again, maybe not you, maybe the person next to you. Because there's now the feeling of impatience, and that's manifesting. This is where you are now. It's been impatient. You've been controlling yourself or restricting someone else's access to this easy, lazy kind of love, because that's been the key of this petty build. That's been the destructive energy. You see how in this card, let me check the time, shit. You see how in this card, you're swirling in instead of swirling out. When you land your ship, you need to be having your rotors turn and to push the earth away from you so you have a clear path to land. When it's a petty build, you're dragging in opposition as you land. That's why it doesn't work. Okay, we're here. Tell me what Gemini manifested. Or is manifesting as we speak, huh? Going against your will, putting somebody else up against the wall here, feeling like you got to keep starting and stopping, that's your Tower. Feeling like you're hiding yourself, feeling like you got your back up against the wall, like you're going against your own will, like you're going against your own best nature, you're going against your own dignity, because there's a hesitancy. There's a real cautious movement forward here. It's not confident. It's not confident. That's the Tower. It's treacherous. It's based in jealousy and infidelity, and you've been illuminated to this already. Gemini, if you stuck with your marriage, the trail of decisions you made manifested you going right back to square one here. You might need to wait for the summer sun. I don't know how many more gateways we really got. Yeah, you've been illuminated that, yeah. You've been illuminated to this jealousy. What you might be doing right now is removing your own works here from these destructive, passionate forward motions. This is where you're driving forward into destruction using your genitals, or your flirtatiousness. But you're removing the works of that right now, it looks like, because you know that this tower was a treacherous situation on an existing mistress that was known and was driving somebody crazy here. Or you were a mistress and your husband knew about it, was driving you crazy. Pulling out the works of these destructive sexual messages should cause happiness, but it looks like you're anxious. Yeah, do they really take you back? You're anxious about getting what you want out of this situation because it's looking like a fantasy now, right? Because it looks like you already made a choice to go back. Looks like you walked away and went back. Nah, there's a lot of slander, a lot of arguments still, huh? You're trying to control your passions. You're trying to accept it as your lot in life, it looks like. But really what's happening here is when you feel bored, look what happens here. This is feeling like you got to just withstand the torment here. This is feeling like you succumbed somewhere along the line, and now there's going to be slander, there's going to be talk. But there's been a feeling here of boredom, of rejecting joy or rejecting time or rejecting a new beginning. And you might be torn here, Gemini, in true Gemini fashion, between really expressing the shit out of you, really going and lighting people's wands on fire, lighting people's lamps, right? And just using your higher brain. This is you. Using your higher brain, transcending this situation. Let me just get a couple more, please, and thank you. Yeah, rely on your own intuition here, Gemini. Just trust your own intuition, trust your own wisdom. Download that knowledge from heaven. You see this Ace of Swords reversed. This is the great download. This is the download that lines you up with you. You got to get recentered here, Gemini. You got to get refocused. You got to get refocused here on your light, on your creations. Expressing yourself right now might feel like you're going to get rejected. It might be better just to take your time here and collect your thoughts. There's been a lot of laziness here in where the love is. Either on your part or the person next to you, and yeah, feeling like you're in a state of lack all the time. Feeling like it's a bad cycle, bad fortune, bad karma, bad messages, bad responses, bad feedback, bad contracts, bad titles. This is all from an old cycle where you didn't want to withdraw fully, you only wanted to withdraw half. You had something tied up here. Now you're confused about love. Oh, Gemini, it's the choices. It's the choices. Gemini, sleep on this one. You got to make a choice here. You got to make a choice. This is a test. 3, Gemini. All right. Adios.